Thank you for bringing this up. I tell you what, everybody wants to be able to use their truck as a truck, but when you do something like put 150% nozzles on, your ability to use the truck as a truck without getting things so toasty as to melt a piston, it kind of gets limited, right? You need to have enough air to counteract and balance against how much fuel you've got going in. People get all kind of confused. I said, hey, can I tow with 205/30s as an example? The answer is yes. Well, they're like, well, I understand I couldn't tow with 205/30s, but I sure could have with 155/30s. That's just not the case. It's the 30s. So the fact you've got a 30 over nozzle or a 75 over nozzle or a 100 over nozzle or a 150 over nozzle, this is the conversation to say, hey, I'm pushing X amount of fuel and I got X amount of air to go with it or Y amount of air to go with it. And that needs to be carefully balanced. If you're pushing more juice than what this truck was originally designed to go, it's just 325 horsepower stock, fellas, you know what I'm saying? And so if you're going to go ahead and push 800, 1,000 horsepower, I mean, you got to have a way to get all that heat up out of there, because that's the byproduct. And so when you get ported exhaust manifolds and a ported intake manifold and an intercooler and a stage 2, 3, whatever it is, turbo, non-VGT or whatever, all that counteracts it, but everything's connected to everything else. And so it's just a question of what do you want this truck for? So when you're running 150% nozzle injectors, don't be surprised when all of a sudden you can't keep your EGTs in check to save your backside. And so it's a sizing conversation. So this is why when someone says, hey, they call up and they say, hey, I want a set of injectors for my truck. What do you use this truck for? What do you want to use this truck for? What's your vision like for this truck? By the way, what's your budget? Because it's going to take a fair bit to go be able to do what it is that you want to do. And if someone says they've only got, a couple $100, well, can I get you a tune? Or I got a couple $1,000. Well, maybe I can get you a tune and just one of the accessories towards better power, like a bigger turbo, for example. But for most of our customers, y'all aren't more of the silver spoon in your mouth, and neither was I. I grew up with nothing, and so I appreciate everything, truly do. We had the highest per capita murder rate in the nation where I grew up. We beat out Detroit and Chicago. Holy Christopher! So this was rough. So mom and dad had nothing, so I appreciate everything. So I understand the value of a dollar, and what I will tell you is if you entrust us, just give us a shout. We'll help you size everything to work with everything else so that you don't cause yourself a trip to the poorhouse, so you don't empty your 401k, and you do the most you possibly can with what you got and what you're gonna have. So a lot of our customers do this thing in stages. They don't have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 grand to just drop, and maybe they never will. Maybe they never want to, even if they do have it, and that's fine. The goal is not to sell you stuff. It's to tell you stuff and to give you options to get you where you want to go. So here we got a fellow with 150 over nozzles, and at 5 PSI, he's got 1,200 degrees exhaust gas temperatures. That's not a surprise to me at all. And it's just part of what you're signing up for. But the problem is a whole lot of folks never know this going in. They put the huge systems in and everything else, and they're just like, what do you mean I can't pull a trailer anymore? Yup, that's the concern. So I don't want that for you. And so let us know what you want the truck. Hey, I'm building a pulling truck. Hey, I'm building a truck to, pull around the RV and, with the family. Hey, I just want to use this as a daily driver and never have a trailer attached. Hey, I want maximum fuel economy. Hey, I want maximum power. Whatever you need, hey, I want maximum reliability. We'll build you a solution to work with that. So I hope this helps. And just know there's a whole lot of no right answers. But we rep for everybody. We haven't been beat on price in 15 years. So whatever path you want to go, we got you. And just thank you for trusting us with that. FICMRepair.com. Guys, we're all in this together. Thank you, truly.